Hi there, my name is Trevor Wicken. I'm the creator of the MS Gym. The purpose of the MS Gym is to teach you how to use exercise safely, correctively, and effectively. Exercise that's specifically designed to manage the symptoms of MS, to retrain your brain, your muscles, and your nerves how to actually learn new movement patterns that are going to work around the lesions in your brain and the demyelinated nerves, and overall slow down the progression of MS and improve your function. So you're on part 2 of this stretching to reduce spasticity series that we did. Last time we actually worked on reducing spasticity in our toes and our feet. Today we're going to be working on the ankle. Now, when I go through these exercises, what we're doing is we're actually going through a rebalancing process of the ankle. So we're actually inhibiting the overactive muscles, we're lengthening the overactive muscles, and then we are activating the underactive muscles to actually strengthen them. So if you just release the spasticity, but you don't do anything to counteract the spasticity, your body will go right back into spasticity. So once we release the muscles that are spastic, we have to activate the muscles that are underactive or flaccid in order to create balance and balance your ankle back out, which is what we're doing today. We did it with the toes the other day. We're doing it with the ankle today. First thing we want to do is we want to inhibit the overactive muscle. Now, typically what I see is that this muscle right here called your soleus, which comes down into your Achilles tendon, is overactive in people with MS. What we're going to do first is we're going to release this Achilles. So I want you to start, so find your calf. So your calf muscle is about right there. You're going to start right up on here, and you're just going to kind of turn your hands over, and you're going to just kind of work down that soleus muscle. Now, again, if you have flexor spasticity, then you got to be careful not to set your hip or your hamstring into spasticity. So you may need to be a little bit straighter in order to do this, or you may need to do it on a chair or whatever it is, okay? But for example's sake, I'm doing it on the floor. So you're going to work your way down that soleus muscle for about 30 to 45 seconds. When you find a spot that's tender, you stay there. Like right there on me, I've had major ankle injuries being an athlete and also having some autoimmunity myself, that I've had some feet flare-ups and some gout flare-ups and some weird stuff happening where my feet have taken a beating. And so this is pretty tender on me, okay? So that's working the muscle. Now, when you get down to the tendon, you do this with your fingers. You make a little pinch, and you're just going to go up and down the tendon. So you put one finger on each side of that Achilles tendon, kind of work through and just relax your foot. Don't try to pull your foot back. Just let that bad boy relax, and you're going to kind of like grip it and kind of pull, grip it and kind of pull and slide up and down that Achilles. Again, when you find a tender spot, you really got to need to stay there and wait till that tension leaves, okay? So you're going to do about 30 to 45 seconds on the soleus all the way down to the Achilles, then do it on the other side as well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to stretch. So we're going to do a static stretch on this. So what I would recommend, instead of reaching like this and possibly straining your back or sending you into more of a spasm, is you grab something that's a strap. Okay, this is a resistance band that I can stretch pretty far. You can use a yoga strap, you can use a necktie, you can use a belt, whatever you want. You can use a piece of rope, whatever you want, okay? So what you want to do is you want to get that right below the balls of your feet, okay? Because you don't want to pull just on your toes, okay? So you want to get it enough so that you're on the good, solid portion of your feet where like a stirrup would be. You're going to grip with both hands. Now, as you grip, I want your abs in and your shoulder blades back. I don't want to see you slumping like this. Pull your abs in and then lean forward. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pull back. I'm going to move this foot out of the way. You're going to pull back, and you're just going to pull that ankle back, just like that, okay? Let it come forward, pull it back. So I want you to hold that for about 15 to 30 seconds. What I would recommend is you do 2 sets or 3 sets of 15 seconds. So you're just going to hold that, pull that back, okay, and relax. Make sure you had enough meat of your foot, and then you're going to pull back. So if you get it too low, you're not going to get a good stretch. You want to get enough so that you can get a really good stretch in that ankle, and you should feel that down here in your calf, your soleus, possibly in your ankle joint, and make sure your toe is pointed straight up and it's not rolled to the side, in or out. You're pulling straight back. So the big toe should be pulled straight back towards you, and then you're going to go one more time. So 3 sets of 15 seconds, okay? Now, you're going to switch, and you're going to do that over to the other side, okay? Quick thing, if you do have extensor spasticity, you may need to put a little bit of a bolster underneath that knee so that that quad doesn't go into spasm as you do this, okay? Because getting rid of the spasticity in these muscles right here and in your feet is effective for both flexor and extensor spasticity. So these are important. You just need to make sure that you don't send your body into a place that it doesn't want to go. Okay? All right, so let's talk about the third exercise. Okay, so for the third exercise, what we're going to do is the same exercise that we did on our toes. But now instead of pulling just the toes back, I want you to think about pulling just the ankles back. So again, if you're a flexor person, this is a good exercise for you because you're nice and straight in your legs, and you may need to lean back a little bit so you don't get these hip flexors freaking out. So what you want to do is lean back, pull those abs in, shoulder blades down, so push away from the floor, and then you're just going to pull the feet back using the ankles and try to relax your toes as much as you can, okay? So pulling back. Now, if you're an extensor person, what you may need to do, your hips are fine, but you may need to put a bolster or a towel or something under your legs and then come up and then pull back, okay? So you just listen to your body, figure out what you need to do with it, because that's going to tell you. So I want you to do about 10 to 20 repetitions of just pulling that back, and you're going to hold for a 1, 2, bringing it back nice and slow, 2, 2, bringing it back nice and slow, 3, 2, bringing it back nice and slow, okay? All right. Okay, so there you have it. That is the 3-part progression. It's the beginning of the Rise movement system. It's the rebalancing part of the Rise movement system that we're going to use to reduce spasticity in our feet and our ankles, okay? And today was all about the ankles. So remember, you're going to inhibit or calm down, release by massage that Achilles tendon and that soleus muscle. Then you're going to lengthen that. Then you're going to lengthen those muscles by pulling back on that band, and then you're going to activate the front muscles called your tibialis anterior, which counteracts spasticity and helps you lift your feet, which is going to help reduce foot drop, increase your balance, and increase your strength while you walk. All right, so if you like this video, go down and give me a thumbs up. If you're finding this video and you want to subscribe, hit subscribe wherever it is, over here, over there, on videos, so that you can actually not miss any of these videos and you get notifications every single time I post a video. The third thing is I'd like you to go share this video. So down below, down here, there's a share button so you can get a link, you can get an email, you can do whatever you can do. I need your guys' help to spread the word about the MS Gym, because there's not a lot of resources out there in the online world that give comprehensive, straightforward MS-specific exercises in planned out, complete programs, and that's what I aim to do. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. And look for the link below in the comments section that'll give you the PDF for this entire series for spasticity, and then you can kind of follow along as we go through them using the Rise movement system, using exercise, and with me coaching you through it. So I'll talk to you guys later.